Hello everybody, welcome back to my Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Azata playthrough. We were doing some of the stuff around Current Glen last time. Yeah, we cleared out the forest. I think we're still looking for the... Oh, there's no music. I think we're still looking for the source of the hunger that moves. I get the impression that that might be something we've missed. Hello. Let us remember our fallen comrades. I know if one of the corpses was the spitting image of my mate Vilo. He went off fishing yesterday and never came back. Where did the creatures come from? If my eyes aren't playing tricks on me, they came from the hill. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is where there was an attack happening out here at the start, so I guess they're burning bodies here. Maybe we'll...
Well, hello there.
Okay. The dead bodies animated by the hunger that moves have left clear tracks. The only thing to do is to keep following them. Oh, okay. There we go. I was worried we'd missed it. Yeah. Okay, so the tracks are leading this way then. I guess there's one more thing to do here then. Descend to the foot. Clear the way. Okay, I guess maybe we'll find the source of the hunger that moves in this cave then. You know what, let's make sure we're adequately prepared for it. Let's have everybody do some buffs. Just in case. Never know how these things are going to go. I'm not going to go nuts though. We'll just do a few. Let's use Greater Heroism. Greater Heroism doesn't last as long, but it's twice as good, so worth doing.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Oh, whoops. I always forget to turn them on and off. You can go there. I never use cave fangs, so you can go there. Oh. It's already there for some reason. Why is my mouse being dodgy? Maybe I need a new one. I hope not. Okay. Give yourself some buffs. Finish off that. That's only going to last 21 more seconds, so give yourself the weapon enchantment. Okay. Okay, we have found the lair. I reckon this should be the last thing we have to do in this area.
Cover me, all right?
Let's just have everyone attack.
Thank you for amusing me.
I will resist.
Immune? What's it not immune to? Precision damage. Seems immune to basically everything. Physical damage from weapon. Okay. That seems like a bit of a problem. It's immune to physical weapon damage. I guess magic damage is our best bet then. Oh, okay. This is not looking to be as simple as I thought. Do I have any way to overcome magic resistance? Well, Nest can. Nest use Frigid Touch attack. Okay. So it's doing some magic damage. Let's go for the horse. This thing is not fun to deal with. I decided to up the difficulty just a little bit, so I've increased the strength of some enemies and the amount of enemies that there are. Just because I was finding things a little bit simplistic, or sort of easy. Oh, this might be a good time to use the Sonic Quiver.
Prepare yourself.
At least it will do some damage. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that. That's just a waste of time. Okay, Ember. You're our best bet for magical damage, so keep doing Scorching Rays, please. Nest, you're our next best bet. Probably be good to have more elemental damage on the blade because that's all that's going to work. Do another Frigid Touch attack. Ugh. Not a fan of this. It's immune to magic missile. Of course it is. Of course it is. All of this is terrible. Does Darren have any decent attack spells? We need to get him the red salamander ring. Okay. At least Arushale is doing some damage now. Any way for Ulbrig to do some damage? Don't think so. Okay. Keep burning them. That's our best bet. Not if you miss, Ember. Force punch attack. Okay, that's effective. I guess they don't have any reduction against force damage, so we can use that. We can work with that. Will this hurt Woolger? Everyone's diseased. Well, no, just Arushale. Dimensional Anchor. A green ray springs from your hand. Where's that coming from? Is that a weapon thing, or... Darren is still nauseated? Come on, Arushale.
Guide my hand.
Yep. Right, come on, Ember. Scorching Ray. I believe in you. And a force punch. Finish this, please. I guess not. Darren is still nauseated.
Make your peace.
Okay, that was tougher than I expected it to be. No matter.
The world's not ending just yet.
Is there any buffs that Darren's got that can give people better weapon effects? He's got Crusader's Edge. No, I don't think he does. Okay.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
This is going to be an interesting experience. Oh, I like that spell leaves a trail of plants when you use it. Okay, Darren, use prayer. Ember, you come and do... Do a command halt, I think. See if this works. Okay, just do Scorching Ray first. Oh, I should have put the equipment on that. Should have put the equipment on that gives you a better. We have those amulets that let you hit swarms, don't we? I really should put those on. Okay, now Ember's out.
Time to share your treasures.
Okay. That's not a bad use of that.
Cover me. Stab their backs.
Okay, Darren, you can do... Well, for now we can just attack these, the non-swarm enemies. Ember's out of action. You can at least run away so you're not getting hurt. Okay, Arushale. Shoot the devoured citizens. Take them out. The devoured citizen's like standing. There you go.
Just die already.
Now we're just dealing with a bunch of the swarms, but we can manage that. Okay, you know what, Nest? Do another one of these. That's useful, thank you.
Tactical retreat. No.
Okay, Walge, if you're nearly dead, so that's not good. Which means I just turned the difficulty up and now everyone's going to die, aren't they? I'll have to turn it right back down.
It's all your fault.
Sorry, Walgif. Okay. Didn't do anything.
This is my chance to run.
Nest, I'm sorry, you can't run. You're basically the only one that can hit these things.
A terrible mistake.
Yep. This has been a terrible mistake. Darren, is there nothing you can do? Are you still nauseated? Do I not have any defense against being nauseated? Okay, Ember, you're back. Thank you. Good, good. How can I make most effective use of you? Well, that's not it. Now Nest is dead. Perfect. Don't know why I even bother. Oh, you can only use that once then. That's a shame. Okay, Darren, you're back. How can we most effectively use you then? We could summon something, but I don't think that would actually do any help. Let's try... Oh no, that's going to hurt our own party members as well. Can't do that. Maybe we can neutralize poison. Will that stop the nauseated? Okay, neutralize poison stops nauseated. That's good to know. Okay, Ember, you move over here. We're going to do a burning hands and hope that does something. It really didn't. God, I think we're going to die here, aren't we? If we die here, I'm going to put the difficulty back down and call that a failed experiment. Are these things weak to anything? Having... where is it? Here. Swarm clasp. Oh, okay, so we need these on, essentially. Those are essential. Okay, if we survive this, we're going to put them on. Because it ignores immunities as well. We're talking about if we survive this. We're not going to survive this, are we? We're going to die. Yep. Okay. Just heal us. Do the fire snake. Okay, that was a bit better. Ivory's dead.
Please, help me.
Urushile's about to die. No, I'll just bring up some skeletons. Hopefully there'll be a bit of a distraction. Okay, do another fire snake, please. That was somewhat useful. Needs to be more useful than that, though.
I fear I've been wounded.
Yep, everyone's dying. Yes, go for the skeletons, please. Okay, Darren's still out of it. Skeletons can't do much, but... Okay, try and take out one at least. Okay. We should survive this. If a little worse for wear. And then we will be sure to stick the amulet on on the ones it'd be most effective on. Okay. Stop panicking. Unless we run out of spells with Ember, then we can go back to panicking. No, no, leave her alone. Don't you dare hurt Ember.
I will see to your demise.
Hurt Darren instead. That's okay. Ember, you come and hide behind Albrig. And then do Fire Snake. Yes, Darren. Protect Ember.
Precision and grace.
Yep. One more Fire Snake should do it. Come on. Whoa, it's huge! You think their chieftain knows about this monstrosity sitting right under their town? Oh. Okay. So that's the source of it then. Did you see that? It swallowed them up and didn't even choke. Well, there goes our big fella. Give it time, and it'll become another pile of creeping dead meat. Through the narrow opening, you see a way out to the other side of the river. This is where the hunger that moves came through. Ysena should know about this. Yes. And we should rest. You cannot rest here. Okay. In that case, we will rest outside. And come back in a minute. can't rest. Oh, we don't. Does it really want us to go all the way back to the... Okay, we'll go back to the tavern and rest there. Oh, okay, we can't. This is a bit frustrating. Okay, ascend to the top. Okay, now go back to the village and rest. And while I remember, Nest, you don't need the amulet because you are Braces of the Mighty Boar. These braces are adorned with fragments of a boar's tusk. They grant the wearer +6 bonus to strength ability whenever the wearer charges using a natural attack. Okay, that's definitely going on Ulbrig. Come on. Braces of the Mighty Boar. I guess we don't need this on him anymore. We can instead give him... Could give him increased dexterity. Or the constitution one. Let's give him that. Seeing as I'm doing this, we'll make sure to give Woljif that. Fenris, you've got the belt of giant strength. Take the belt of physical might instead. Arushale, +2 to strength and dexterity. You know what, you can keep that, that's fine. While there is on the ground, ghostly roots grow from the boot's soles, granting the wearer tremor sense 30 feet. Not sure how useful that is. Eternal Night. This helmet grants its wearer 10 cold damage resistance from cold iron good. Oh yeah, we'll think about this one, won't we? Ivu, do you want this one? Yeah, we'll give this to Ivu. And then yeah, the amulets. Ulbrig, you take the Swarmbane clasp. It's most important for the natural attackers, isn't it? So Ivy, you can take it as well. The rest of you can just be damage support while buffing support. These gloves grant the wearer a +4 bonus to ranged touch attack rolls. Congratulations, Ember. You're getting these. And I really need to sort through all this gear at some point. Oh, well, you can definitely have a better cloak of resistance, Ember. Wait, is... Oh yeah, I can upgrade that on Darren too. You can have that. Warjif can increase his intelligence. Oh, and Ulbrig, you can have this hat too. +6 bonus to wisdom. Feels like a lot of this gear was made for you, Ulbrig. If the cows won together with the cat's boots, well, I guess I'll have to keep an eye out for the cat's boots. I don't think we have them. But okay. Let's run back to the tavern and rest. Because we are almost dead. Yes, we are.
Where else would I be?
Woljif, why aren't you? Come on. Come down here. We need everyone. Well, that was a learning curve. Okay, rest. Is there anything that will increase our chances of not being killed? Let's just do the Godspeed salad. Shall I grant you a little honesty, Arushale? I am an oracle, which means that one day a great external force changed my life without asking permission. Desna did the same to you. Does that not bother you? Not even a little bit? Desna opened my eyes. She did not force me to do anything. But I understand why you see the similarity. I never considered that you and I had anything in common before now. Does this remove Death's Door? Or is it only at Drezen that removes Death's Door? Oh no, yep, it removed it. Okay, we'll go and report... Actually, let's just go and kill it before we report anything. Right, we've got the appropriate amulets on everybody. Fenris, why aren't you coming anymore? Come on.
I learned this from my grandpa.
Okay, Darren, you get on board. No, we already did a bit of buffing this episode. Right, everyone's buffed to the max. Let's go. Let's go finish this business. Actually, Ulbrig, turn yourself into a griffin, please. And Nest, turn on your weapon enchantment.
Next time.
Oh, okay, everyone's fatigued because we... Oh, did I do it with Nest? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's okay, it's okay. We have a spell that can remove fatigue. Don't we? Yep, removes fatigue and exhaustion. Nice. Okay. Apparently Darren is lightly encumbered. Or everybody is. We're carrying a bit too much. Oh, so our spirit catcher's license. I have no idea. Maybe that'll come into play later. But let's go. Hunger that move. Fiendish purple worm. Disgusting. Right, yeah, definitely. We definitely want haste. Arushale, do instant enemy.
I will resist.
I don't think this thing will have the resistances that the swarms have, but I'm also assuming the swarms are going to come and help it out. So better safe than sorry. Okay, definitely do Evil Eye on it. Lower its AC. Nest, you can... I'm going to turn that on. You know, let's summon something to help out. Why not? We never do that, do we? Oh, that's what a mastodon is. Okay. It's just a mammoth. Okay, Woolgif.
Cover me, all right?
Stab it. Arusha. No! Oh, no, no, no. Oh, okay. Okay, you do that and then do a quarry on it. Did not mean to move, but that's fine. No, I did it again. Okay. Stop misclicking. Oh wow, it's nearly dead. I was a bit maybe overly worried about this. Oh, I forgot to do heroism, didn't I? Okay, no matter. Because we will do it now. Do greater heroism on Nest. Oh, okay, so there are more swarms coming in. That's okay. There you go. Achievement, you killed the giant worm in its lair. Lovely. Now watch us struggle more with this swarm.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Right, Ivy, you should be able to just hit it. There you go, yeah. And Albrig, you too. Well, yeah, using the right items can really change how effective some of this combat is. What is that, a rapier? We'll see if that's good for Darren. Burn down. Yes. Be rid of this disgusting worm. Is he going to drop any items? Nope. Oh, mastodons are big, aren't they? Okay. Now we'll go report this back, and then we can leave. We've been here for a while. Whence the hunger that moves? Yeah, Yasena will be glad to hear. I don't think we'll ever be able to finish this one because we didn't collect any spirit dust. Okay. Right, back to report the quest, and then we can go home. It's handy that where the beast lair was on the way out, or I might have missed it. Wolfshorn welcomes you. Your fate is tied to Gundrun. Or should I say, its fate is tied to you. I know where the hunger that moves comes from. A cave under Gundrun. Then I will send word to Sigvorn right away. We must block the passage so that the hunger that moves may never appear so close to the town again. Thank you for your help. Please take this belt as a gift. It belonged to my grandfather and now it will serve you well. I have to go. Right, is that everything in this area then? I think so. Yep. Right, home time. See how the crusade's been doing without us. So we ended up resting here for like a whole few days. Some of it intentionally, others accidentally, because I was trying to pass the time. And did not realise that there was a skip time button right there.
Precisely.
Would have been very useful to have realised earlier. Okay, to the current Glen ruins. Yeah, the swarm ended up being much more of a problem than the worm did. And while I remember, because I will forget, we're going to take these amulets back off of our companions. We only have one half of the pair, so it's useless right now. We don't have any spells that do ward. Yeah, Amulet of Mighty Fists, that's what we swapped out, wasn't it? Oh. Albrig, change out of your griffin shape. So we can change your gear. We should just let you change the gear while they're in griffin shape, because otherwise it's mostly just tedium to swap it in and out, isn't it? Why are they conflicting? Oh, is it because he's got yeah, it's because of Shield of Faith, isn't it? Well, Shield of Faith is conflicting with... Oh, it's because I activated Bull's Strength. But +6 on the gloves is nice, because normally you only get ability, enchant, and buffs from belts, so if you can find them from other sources, that's quite nice. Wait, let's... Are these better than what you're wearing? These knee pads let their wearer deal additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage on critical hits. Oh, they're exactly the same. Fair enough. Yeah, +4 to strength and constitution is good for Fenris. Tell you what, Darren, you can have the belt that increases a bit of everything. Dexterity and constitution. Maybe we give that to Woljif, actually. He's in the front line, so it doesn't hurt him to have a bit of extra protection. Okay. Oh, yeah, I mean, doesn't hurt to give him those either. Whenever the wearer of these gloves announces a quarry, the target enemy suffers a -2 penalty to AC. Oh, that's quite good, actually. Definitely give that to Arushale, because she can quarry. Lands a hit with a ranged weapon on an enemy who is prone, stunned, or staggered. I don't think that's actually that good. I'll look into it later. Right now, I would like to go back to the crusade management stuff. We've been around here a while. For quite a few episodes, actually. I guess now that I've done... I mean, I'm sure there's more, because every companion has a... you know, quests in the later acts as well, but that feels like a heavy bulk of the DLC content for the last Sarkorian. I'm a little mixed on it. Well, I quite... Oh, okay, there's a demon army approaching. Is it this one? I didn't mind it. I thought there was a lot of effort that went into that area, but did feel a bit... Some of it felt a little bit long-winded, I guess. Like all the going and talking to all the spirits. Maybe didn't feel like it needed all the extra stuff that it had. But no, it was alright. Did not mind it. Now we're back here. Oh, we've got Inquisitors, Slingers, Conscripts. We'll recruit the Bandits. We'll get... Wait, Bandits, you can go and join... Yeah, this army down here. And then the main forces, we'll just get some of those. And have you come to here, I guess? Oh, there's a few demon armies coming to attack. Okay. What's this demon army like? Okay, we'll have this group go and stop this demon army. Although we'll have them increase their soldiers for now. Okay, so we've got one army coming from down there and one army coming from the north. We're going to teleport back to Drezen. What's going on in the actual management side of the crusade? Hunt for the kidnappers. The band of demons that was abducting children has been eliminated. Good. Adds 1,500 diplomacy experience points and 60 energy points. The parade in the Queen's name was a success. Finance point income increases by 10% for 30 days. Nice. Oh, I definitely want to do the disclosing the letters. Yeah, the Kobold Krynook provided the commander with letters implicating a number of prominent individuals in Nerosian in having connections with the demons. These people are plotting against the crusade, impeding supply shipments, and striving to discredit the commander. The disclosure of these letters will put an end to their conspiracy. 21 days. It's alright, we never do leadership stuff anyway, do we? And then, we could do Outpost to Bastion expansion. We've got a lot of stuff around, can't we? Right, development. Why is there 3 of these? Is that which ones that it will affect? Well, we'll see how it works. Oh, Gargoyle Canyon hasn't got anything in it. Let's fix that. What was that sound for? Oh, we've got no material in. That's fine. Let's just buy a few. Okay, you can have an inn, a supply center, and a archery range. And why not an alchemist laboratory as well? I hope I'm upgrading Tree's home. It'd be nice to put a teleportation circle out there. Decrees events. Oh, there's loads of events. Irabeth wants to talk. That's all in the headquarters. Invitation from the Free Crusaders. The Free Crusaders have sent a letter to the Citadel inviting the Crusade leader to pay them a visit at her court. We'll do that afterwards. The arrival of shady individuals. A group of awfully suspicious-looking warriors has arrived in Drezen. Their leader awaits an audience with the commander. Swindlers have started a rumour that the commander is a saint, and gullible soldiers are now buying their charms that buying their charms that allegedly contain her hair, cut nails, and other holy relics. We could punish the con artists. We could leave them be. There's an option that we can't do because we're angel. Manufacture charms bearing the commander's image and crusade-themed merchandise. That's the chaotic choice. Unlocks the buy a cloak, support the crusade decree. And what does that do? Finance points income increases by 20. Yeah, sure. Sounds fun. Woljif will arrange the manufacturing of Crusader merchandise and goods with the commander's image. Soldiers and common Mendevians alike will be eager to buy all of it, from lucky charms to travel mugs. Lovely. But yeah, let's just go to the headquarters straight away. See what's been going on in our absence. I thought there'd be something to do with the Hell Knights, or if there is, I'm not sure what we do. What we do with it. Is Irabeth? Today, Irabeth looks unusually lively. Her eyes are shining again, which you haven't seen since the battle for the Lost Chapel. Saluting you, she stands to attention. Commander, forgive me for bothering you with a personal matter, but I just wanted to say how grateful I am to you. During the attack on Drezen, I did not exactly cover myself in glory. You had every reason to throw me out of the army or send me to the condemned. Yet you supported me. You helped me regain my footing and continue the fight. You will not regret this decision. I swear I'll never again let the Crusaders down. Neither by my actions, nor by my words, nor by my thoughts. I will be loyal to the Crusade to the end. I'm glad you feel better now. Thank you, Commander. Irabeth smiles. I have conquered my inner demons. Now I can go back to fighting the real kind. Nice. Now will you look at that nest? Early Sunset smiles wryly. Allow me to introduce... Kel Five Knives. Oh, I can introduce myself just as well. The dishevelled, dark-haired man weighed down with weapons salutes you. Name's Kel. People call me Five Knives. I'm a free man from Cheliax. I'm a robber and a brigand. Quite a famous one, too. Renowned for robbing Chelaxian nobles and allegedly giving most of the stolen goods to the poor. A secret friend of mine, are you, Feathers? Let me talk to the commander, and then I might be kind enough to sign an autograph for you. Kel turns his eyes on you. If you judge me by Chelaxian laws, I really am a criminal. But I swear that my lads and me have never harmed a good and honest man. Sure, we've taken things, but only from people who are slaves of devils or just plain scoundrels. As for the people we gave our spoils to, they all needed help. That was downright criminal of us, eh? I spit on any law that says so. Well, yeah, I think we like a Robin Hood type, don't we, Nest? What brings you here, Kel Five Knives? Things were getting a little too cramped for me and Cheliax. For me and my gang. The local sleuths have been hunting us for a long time, and they've ferreted out our best hideouts. Caught some of the people who helped us and sympathised with us. I didn't want to put any more lives at risk. We discussed it and we decided to put our daggers to good use somewhere far away. And who's even worse than people who bow and scrape before devils? Demons, of course. Back in the day, we wouldn't have been caught dead fighting alongside Crusaders. We knew all about them and their self-righteous ways. But then we heard a rumour about the new commander. How she was better than all the rest put together. And that the new commander understood the difference between demanding discipline and demanding folk lick your boots. That's why we came. Let us join, Commander. We want to fight for you alongside the other 3 Crusaders. Yeah, we'll let you in. Oh, okay. We could send them to work for Anevia. Or we could just have them join and fight the demons. That's interesting. So, because Anevia is this internal spies, like, yeah. No, we'll just do the standard chaotic one. Who am I to drive you from the righteous path? Join us and fight the demons to your heart's content. Good then. My lads needn't have worried. I told them you were the real deal. Hey, Commander, are you going to make me a knight or what? I'd love to see the faces of the Chelaxian big shots when they find out that old Five Knives is a Sir and a Crusader, free or otherwise. I only knight allies who sing with passion. No, we'll do it properly. I hereby knight you and your friends as Crusaders. Sir Kel Five Knives. Grab your weapons, take a gulp, beat the demons to a pulp. Early Sunset sighs heavily, but says nothing. Will do. Well then, so long, Commander. I'll go and let my lads know we'll be moving in here. Nice. Don't know what you're worried about, Early Sunset. You introduced him. What can you tell me about... Yeah, we've already asked him about that. Thanks for speaking. Until next time. I have to go. Ivy, do you have anything to say? No. We still need to go visit our court, don't we? Rather than resting there, we'll go and resting here. We'll go and rest there, even. We should issue a decree. We can't do the Bell of Mercy yet, but the fate of the Stone of Ghostly Pathways. Oh, that's another relic. Oh, all of these are relics, aren't they? Which one do I think looks the most like it will be something we'll use? Soul Shear, Fate of the Altar of the First Retriever. Okay, we'll do this one. We've still not got any movement, have we? This army... you can go down here. You wouldn't do much good if we were attacked, but might as well spread things out. And yeah, you're ready to wait there in case that army causes troubles. I don't think it will, though. Okay. Let's go to our court. See what they have to say to us there. We can rest while we're there. Let's have a look at their so yeah, that's just waiting for see how things unfold. Oh yeah, Lamb wants us to go back. Oh, we need to chat to Ulbrig. We'll go and yeah, we'll go chat to Ulbrig and then head out to the streets. Wonder when it's going to trigger the Night Gamblers thing. Because we heard that Sociul has perhaps taken up gambling. Oh, he does it at night. This is another case where we need to wait for a bit, isn't it? Is it night now? Not yet. Well, unless I'm not sure exactly when it counts as night. We can wait for an hour and maybe that's what we have to do. Ulbrig runs his fingers through his red beard pensively. Well, how about that, War Chief? The wolf revealed the truth to me, and now I understand even less than before. What can you tell me about Gundrun? Well, on the one hand, it's a sorry sight to behold. It's a tiny town of displaced refugees and vagrants. Our customs, our old faith, they're in tatters. But on the other hand, somehow, someway, the people of Gundrun have made it through all these years. Despite everything, they've survived. And surviving despite everything is the greatest Sarkorian custom of all. So who knows? Maybe Sarkoris will someday rise from Gundrun like a forest from a single seed. Karenai has said you haven't remembered everything yet. She's right, I haven't. There were no lies in that vision, but there sure were a lot of blanks and riddles. Karenai said I'm hiding something from myself, something I don't want to remember. But that's hooey. Why would I keep secrets from myself? You know what the strangest thing about that vision was? My own brother killed me. That much I remember clearly, but... Ulbrig fiddles with a braid in his beard thoughtfully. I had a big family, you know. I can name every one of them, from my great-grandfather to my nephews. But my brother, the one who betrayed me, I can't remember his name or his face or anything at all. Funny that. Okay. Soft grass underfoot to you. Is Sociul still painting around here? I wonder if we have enough to build anything with the storyteller. Oh, hand over the bloodstained page. I found it in the molten scar. The storyteller cringes and puts his hand on the bloodstained page. His face contorts into a painful grimace, his voice trembling with terror. No, he's here again. That terrible grating voice, the horrific semblance of a face, the monstrous appearance. Myriad insects forming a body with 2 arms and 2 legs. He touches me, and the disgusting creatures attack my flesh, covering me. They're eating me! They are hungry and they will devour everything except my eyes and tongue, so that I can see this damn page, so that I can translate the runes written in the ancient, long-forgotten elven language. And I translate. It hurts so much. I tried to lie to him. I changed the translations, but he saw through my lie. He got angry. Now I'm not lying. I'm not. He takes one of the insects from my face and squishes it with his fingers over the inkwell. Then he dips the quill in it and writes with my blood right over the runes. And I continue to dictate. Callistra, when will this be over? Let me die, Xanathar, let me die. Xanthir. I keep reading that wrong. The storyteller jerks back his hand, terrified. Oh, gods. Such horrible torture. This poor man was tortured to decrypt my notes. He was so tormented that his suffering became thick like molasses. My mind is drowning in it. My own memories are hidden by these images of horror. I can try to get through to them, but I will need your help. Tell me everything you have seen and heard. I will try to lean on your words, to use them as a light in the darkness of my forgotten past. The storyteller takes the blood-stained page carefully, as though handling a dangerous insect. I see a magic shape. There is a force pulsating in the centre. You've seen the ritual. Tell me, what was its central point, its magic knot? The centre of the magic shape was a prisoner. The storyteller shivers. Yes, a storm of force spiralling into a sharp knife, and a living soul inside in the eye of a whirlwind. There must be a living soul, for the knife is just a tool. The energies are too bright. I can't see through the glare. What did you see during the ritual? What was it like? Oh, I can't quite remember. I don't know if there's a wrong answer here, but you can see it looked like a small rift was opening to the abyss. Yes, a rift. An umbilical cord connecting the worlds, allowing not only sentient creatures but planar energies to travel through it. I remember it, and the sound. I remember the sound. Words appealing to some force. Those performing the ritual, did they utter some incantations? Yeah, I remember that. They repeated the word Ravuk. The old elf is out of breath, overwhelmed by memories. Ravuk. No name. An old word with tremendous power. The language to which it belongs died a long time ago, but the power of this word lives on. In the past, wizards used it in rituals when they intended to do something far-reaching and contrary to the natural order of things. By hiding their names, they protected themselves from the consequences and the wrath of the gods. Ravuk. I have no name. You will not find me. The storyteller trembles, as if he's about to fall. Now I remember. I know where I saw this ritual. Part of it. I am one step closer to understanding what happened to me. Thank you. If you find more pages like this, please bring them to me. Maybe by putting them together, I will be able to lift the veil of mystery surrounding my story. Okay, we can't get him to fix anything yet. We haven't got the parts. Let's go and try waiting by the garden. We'll see if that triggers the Night Gamblers thing. Maybe if we wait till midnight. Let's just skip. So yeah, skip till 12:30. There you go. There's Social. The soldier stares at his cards in the dim light of a candle stub. Deal me 2 more. I'll double down. Coins clink as they land on the barrel. Deal me another one. What? Another one? Are you bluffing, you little shit? Wait until we lay down our cards and you'll see if I'm bluffing. You don't immediately recognise Social's voice. In battle he is quiet and composed, but now you can hear furious, passionate excitement in his words. Fine, you scumbag, I call. Deal me another as well. Excitement, passion and tension seem to hang over the improvised table. It feels like lightning is about to strike. Say nothing. Damn, I'm out. The soldier angrily throws his cards on the barrel. Go on, show us what you've got. Read 'em and weep. Social reveals his cards with a gloating laugh. Nothing but junk. I knew it. You holier-than-thou types can't bluff. I was, and you fell for it. With this, Social slams a card on each of the soldier's shoulders like epaulets, and places the rest of the cards on top of his opponent's head. Now you've done it, you. The soldier grabs Social by the collar, and the cleric immediately raises his fist as if he expected it. At this point, one of the other players spots you in the shadows. Hey, there's someone over there. We've been caught. The jig's up. Let's bail. The candle's stub is snuffed out. The cards are scattered into the mud. After a moment, only the embarrassed Social remains. What are you doing here? His voice no longer holds excitement. We did nothing wrong. Well, temper's flared a bit, but that usually doesn't happen, I swear it. I was worried you'd gotten yourself into trouble. Thank you, I'm touched, really, but I'm perfectly fine. I was just making sure no one else got into trouble. Do you think this is an appropriate place for a cleric to be spending his time? Where? Amidst the soldiers resting between battles? Where I can monitor how they're coping with everything they've seen and done? Yes, I think it's a very appropriate place for a cleric. I know you would never lie to me, so I think you must be lying to yourself. You didn't come here to minister to the soldiers. Why else would I come here then? To win a copper or two? You provoked that soldier. You were practically begging for a fight. I was? No, you misunderstood. That was... Social searches for the right word to explain himself, but grows dejected and lowers his eyes. You're right. Shame on me. I provoked the fight. I behaved unacceptably. Forgive me, Shaylin. Don't be foolish. You're mortal, just like the rest of us, not some all-powerful deity of mercy. You need time to relax like the rest of us. Please be honest with yourself. After a long silence, Social nods. Thank you. It's all jumbled up in my mind. This war and the horrors it holds, our soldiers and what they tell me in their confessions, my own responsibilities. Lines from Holy Scripture. In the midst of all this, it's easy to forget I have my own needs and desires. Thank you for reminding me. The cleric picks up a dirty playing card and twirls it in his fingers. I will not come here again. Please don't forbid these games. Things here are mostly civil, I swear, aside from the rare heated argument. I'll be honest, I'll miss playing cards. That excitement when you have almost no chance of winning and the risk is high, even though the stakes aren't life or death, just a handful of coppers. But I'll try to find a less destructive outlet. Perhaps I'll speak to Irabeth and ask her to play chess with me. I wonder what will come of it. Social smiles. Thank you for helping me clear my mind. Good night. Okay. So we did that then. Ruchelet, you often have stuff to say. Nope. Okay, let's go to our court then. Actually, let's... Oh, Sealkind. Who are you? Oh, Sealkind is a captain of the Blackstone Company, elite mercenaries from Ender. I was hoping you'd honour me with a visit. I know you're extremely busy, but I've been eager to meet the person who managed to restore Galarian control over a part of Sarkorian lands for the first time in decades. This is incredibly symbolic. Tell me about your mercenary company. The Blackstone Company is proud to be recognised as one of the finest Andorran mercenary regiments. We're not a bunch of unscrupulous sellswords looking to oppress the innocent and serve the tyrants of the world. No, we're adventurers eager to get involved in a dangerous enterprise and leave it with pockets full of gold and a clear conscience. I think we've already talked about this, which is why we held a vote among our units. We were glad to accept Queen Galfrey's invitation to join the crusade, though some of our commanders did voice their displeasure with the sum she offered. But like I said, we Andorians are a free people who cannot be pushed around and who cannot be bought, only convinced. You must have stories to tell. Let's put it this way. If I father any child, I'll have something to tell them. I wasn't even 20 when I joined the Blackstone Company. I've seen my share of scuffles, but my goal in every conflict remains the same, to defend the common folk. Not all sellswords treat civilians well, you know. But my soldiers have never disgraced themselves with dishonourable conduct. Once I even joined an expedition that reached the crown of the world. I swear I never neglected such crucial strategic necessities as supplying the troops with warm undergarments after that. Despite not always agreeing with my superiors in the company, I earned my reputation as a competent officer. I always relied on thought-out logistics, exercised caution, and strictly followed tactical doctrine. You look like a soldier to the core. You must have been serving all your life. Sealkin chuckles. Who knows what the future holds for me? In my spare time, I study history and applied anthropology. I'm just an amateur, of course, but sometimes I think I could be a decent lecturer, almost as good as I am an adventurer. Why, I might even find my way to combine the two callings. I was completely smitten when I discovered Sarkorian culture. They were such an interesting people, just freedom-loving, tenacious. Sure, their traditions were not entirely flawless, but nevertheless their demise was a great loss for all of Avestan. What can you tell me about Sarkorian culture? I studied their traditions, their customs, and their rulers. I know what they loved, and I know what they feared. Did they really prosecute mystic practitioners in Sarkoris? It would be historically inaccurate to deny it or to excuse these acts. Yes, Sarkorian society was not perfect. They reacted to mystical power with fear and prejudice. But this particular conflict was deeply rooted in politics. In many countries, mystic practitioners hold vast power due to their special abilities. It's these people who often become oppressors, tyrants and despots. Yes, the treatment of mystics in Sarkoris was cruel and unjust, but the people united in the struggle against a minority that often encroached upon their interests in a very hostile manner. I'm repulsed by the idea of throwing innocent people into prisons, but I'm not naive. Those political realities can't simply be diminished or ignored. They need to be understood and addressed, because these desperate actions also have a certain logic at their core. Okay, tell me what you find the most exciting about Sarkorian history. Have you ever heard of God Callers? Oh, they're an amazing and fascinating cultural phenomenon. The Sarkorians were a highly spiritual people that revered not only the deities we know, but also a plethora of lesser entities. Tribe gods, clan gods, settlement gods, and sometimes even patrons of individual families. God Callers could contact these beings and become their... how shall I translate it? Companions. They formed a very strong bond. In a way, gods were their spiritual siblings. Well, you can imagine just how different their society was from ours. Union with the divine was a more regular occurrence, and the higher powers intervened in the affairs of mortals more often. Who ruled Sarkoris? Well, that's an interesting question. Many people compare Sarkoris to modern kingdoms, since they did have chieftains endowed with absolute power. Still, the nation did not have a single leader. The Council of Chiefs made their decisions together. In some places, the post of chieftain was hereditary, but as far as I know, not everywhere. Besides, their politics were influenced by god-callers and priests who relayed the wishes and expectations of higher powers to common folk, so chieftains could not ignore them. I would compare Sarkoris to modern Andorran rather than Mendev. It was a true nation, a people firmly aware of their unity and shared purpose. You've satisfied my curiosity. Thank you for the pleasure of this conversation. I have some questions about your fascination with Sarkoris. I understand that few people are interested in this subject, even other anthropologists unjustly neglect it, but I intend to shed light on this chapter of history. If anything remains of Sarkoris, I will find it, no matter how small its shards may be. Oh well, we've actually found we found an old Sarkorian place you might be interested in. What fascinates you so much about Sarkoris? A sparkle of passion gleams in Sealkin's eyes. They were an amazing people. We're used to treating Sarkoris like a barbaric northern land inhabited by brutish and primitive people who condemned magic and danced to the shaman's tune. But this is our snobbery speaking. In fact, life in Sarkoris was much more nuanced and sophisticated. Behind the false front we erected, there was hiding a nation of skilled craftsmen, wise stargazers, enlightened priests, and clear-thinking chieftains. They were anything but bloodthirsty and brutish. They managed to create a nation without shackling themselves with the bonds of monarchy or thrusting power into the hands of wealthy magnates. They were cultured, spiritual, curious, and they despised injustice. Sure, they had their flaws, but are there many nations in the world where power genuinely belongs to the people? Over the last few years, I've seen acts of horror even in Andoran, not to mention in other countries. In Sarkoris, power was given to those who earned their authority. I feel that if it weren't for the World Wound disaster, they would have given Avestan and the entirety of Golarion a distinct vision of the future, where everyone was free and equal. The fall of Sarkoris is a tragedy, and therefore we must expend every effort to collect the pieces of that picture. Well, how do you plan to look for the remnants of Sarkorian culture? I'm sending scout patrols to places where, if my assumptions are correct, there may be still Sarkorian refugees hidden in plain sight. I don't believe a whole country can perish without a trace. Among the locations I'm interested in are Pelura's Fall, the mining town of Zasfel to the west of here, and the city of Underin, Bloodwood Settlement, and many others. The captain's expression grows stern. Of course, some of the company commanders think I divert too many resources to such expeditions, but I couldn't care less. If there are any survivors, we will save them. Knowledge world check passed, but plenty of refugees from Sarkoris found a home in other lands. Their culture lives on. Well, that's open to interpretation. Once Sarkorian refugees found themselves in foreign lands and surrounded by strangers, they inevitably began to adopt the culture of their hosts. Have you met Sarkorians from Numeria? By now they are more Numerian than not, and for that I blame the people in power. It was in their interest to erase the cultural identity of the arriving Sarkorians, to forge them into new subjects who had forgotten their homeland. Besides, Sarkoris was never a monolithic entity. It was an alliance of countless tribes, each carrying different cultural baggage, sometimes even contradicting one another. To piece together an understanding of the customs of Sarkoris as a whole, you can't rely only on the knowledge of the surviving tribes. Have you ever heard of a village called Wintersun? Actually, that's why I'm here. As soon as I learned you had discovered a settlement where the surviving Sarkorians still live, I volunteered to take command of the company vanguard. It's a fantastic, priceless anthropological discovery, and I hope the devastated lands of former Sarkoris still have little nooks like Wintersun. Okay. Let me know if you need help with your search. Actually, I could use some help. A group of my scouts has gone missing. Presumably they got lost. They're competent and reliable soldiers that I trained personally. Their orders were to carefully and stealthily retreat if they discovered anything dangerous. If you find my men, please give them directions to Drezen. I'd be extremely grateful. Please let me mark the area where they were headed on your map. Old Sarkorian mines have been revealed. Alright, see you later.
Careful now.
That's why sometimes it's good to talk through all the dialogue, because it can get you some quest opportunities. You never know what can come of it. But we're going to head out to... Oh yeah, everyone needs a level up, don't they? We'll do that later. But yeah, we're going to head out and see... We'll go to our court and then rest there and then probably end it for today. Yeah, we know the demon army is approaching. Tell you what, we'll deal with that right now. Or this one anyway. No. pursue. Think a fireball should do the trick. Easy. And there's another one on the way, isn't there? Yeah, it's that level 5 one. Let's get you guys back down here, because there are some armies that you're strong enough to fight now. The rest of you are fine. Enter. Right, what's occurring? Upon seeing you, Aranka cries out with joy. Ah, there's the one who will tell us what to do. She gestures for silence. A couple of weeks ago, we've had ourselves a great party in the camp. Wine and songs had lifted our spirits so high that our laughter was heard by a most curious visitor. Her name is Wise Thunder. She's an Azata and a traveller from Elysium. She liked us so much that she stayed with us through the night, and in the morning she called herself our eternal friend. Then she promised that her retinue would always answer the Crusaders' call. Unlocks the Defenders of Freedom decree. 3 Azatas are recruited. We'll put them in our main army just for role-playing reasons. Ever since volunteers have been arriving at our camp now and again. Folks who've met Wise Thunder and were impressed with her tales about us. And just the other day an entire unit came, all of them worshippers of Caden Kayleen. We got along straight away, but it just didn't feel right. Here we were, having fun while your soldiers were toiling away in their service, all bored and sad. So we figured the Cadenites should enlist in your army to boost their morale. They went to the recruiters and said, "We're here to serve, help and cheer everyone up." Your gruff officers took one look at the volunteers and unanimously refused to let them near the troops. They alleged that the Cadenites would ruin any semblance of discipline in the army. I'm fine with discipline, but why be such jerks about it? You could find them jobs suited to their strengths. Ask them to help recruiters with attracting people. The Cadenites are renowned for their eloquence. Or task them with intelligence gathering. Their adventurous streaks would lead them into the moor of Lamashtu herself, and they'd return with valuable information. Who is this Wise Thunder and what kind of retinue does she have? Oh, she's a wise one, all right, and very perceptive. She's genuinely disgusted by all forms of tyranny, and her entire retinue shares this sentiment. In her travels, Wise Thunder is always accompanied by her loyal Yamar Azatas, enchantresses and freedom fighters. Many of them were so moved by our courage that they wish to become our friends too. Why do the officers refuse to let Caden's followers join the army? Because they are too fun and freedom-loving. They aren't fond of your sergeants barking orders. This rowdy bunch is unlike your soldiers in every way, so officers treat them as outsiders. But I guess we can't blame those who've been sitting next to the world wound for being suspicious. They've been fighting for years and seen things worse than most people's nightmares. Oh, but that's not the issue. The Crusaders have one way of life, the Cadenites another, and we should not impose the strict Mendevian regime on free Crusaders. But we also shouldn't force the Crusaders to live in chaos they find uncomfortable. These people don't like the mess we enjoy. As polite guests, we must abide by the rules set out by our hosts. How can the talents of the priests be best used? I think the best option is to ask them to recruit for the crusade. These adorable drunkards have silver tongues, more than enough to convince even the fiercest skeptic. And while they do enjoy travelling, adventure is in their blood and their legs are swifter than the wind. On top of it, the accidental god has generously blessed them with luck. And you can always count on that lot to stumble upon a lost purse or buried treasure. Early sunset clears his throat. The flames of this argument were fanned by pride, not by the citizens of Mendev, but by those who came to their aid. These brave Canaanites should show a modicum of respect and at least pretend to respect local customs. What a shock it was to hear that waking up on time or marching in formation could crush a person's free spirit. This attitude speaks of an unhealthy fragility. Unlocks the Bellow Fighters mercenary unit, accurate sharpshooters. And the cost of recruiting mercenaries reduces by 5%. All generals gain the Canaanite Scouts feat. Army has plus additional movement. Oh, that's nice. And finance points increases by 10%. All of these are quite good. Let the new recruits join the ranks. We're not going to do that one though. Let's do this one. Although getting every army extra 10 movement points is lovely. Oh, it's only generals. Okay, we're all right, I think. We'll go with the let the priests of Cade and Kylene recruit new soldiers. Aranka gives a decisive nod. I'm sure that their eloquence will attract more people to our cause, both those who will become crusaders and those who can aid them. Even now they have plenty of friends willing to shed blood for freedom against the forces of tyranny, of demons or mortal kings. They care not. Yeah, this feels strange. We're in it together, spilling blood and fighting the same demons, but it's still difficult to understand one another. I'm glad we have you. I'll come to you right away next time we have a falling out. Okay. Now that that's sorted... what time is it? Okay, we'll just rest quickly. Oh, we can't make Godspeed. Oh, we can't make anything anymore out of Regents. Or Purifying Solutions, even. Guess I have to buy more.
Such pretty golden hair. When I look at it, I always think of the sun, angels, fresh bread, and all sorts of good things.
Fresh bread, you say? Poor hungry child. I hope you won't try to eat me while I sleep.
That's not what she meant, Darren. Oh, visit the court and talk to the matricy. Okay, we'll do that quickly, seeing as we're here. There's the Halfling Warriors. Is the, yeah, Kel Five Knives is here as well. Maybe go talk to him. Oh, the matricy is not the maestro. Well, do you have anything to say? This place is so inspiring. Okay, matricy Old Deverer. Skerethor the Rock Cleaver. The amount of intoxicating drinks you've imbibed is equal to the amount of water 100-year-old oak would need in a week, my good lady. Skerethor the Treant towers over the short matricy so much she's almost lost in his shadow. If only your mind weren't so fogged, you'd realise by now that I am right. What you said there was beneath your dignity, good Skerethor. Just so you know, my god condemns excessive drinking. For followers of Caden, it's a deadly sin, much like murder in other religions. It's just that I know how to have fun. And that's exactly why my thoughts are brilliant and clear as ever, unlike those of a certain 100-year-old oak. Hello there, may I join in your debate about alcohol? Me, I want in. I'm gonna, state my case. I know that candy is so much better than stinky alcohol, and I'll prove it to you. Lushbringer, and you, worthy dragonling. We weren't debating alcohol itself, but rather the ideas it brings forth. Our good sister, Ola Deverer, is trying to uproot life on the ridge with her experiments. That is false, my good Skerethor. Patently false. You believe that only forests and groves may be called life, but my project will encompass a whole host of living creatures, including a rare species of crustacean. You see, Nest, being immersed in the creative ambience of the court has inspired me to make something of my own. I'm currently working on a unique alchemic prismatic spring. The problem is Skerathor is trying to plant his trees in the same spot, and they don't exactly get along with my spring. What kind of trees are the tree ants planting there? We saved some seeds from the ancient groves of Sarkoris and brought them here. Our country used to have another name. A rough translation would be Green Bastion in the Northland. These seeds are a memory of our past and a new beginning. What is a prismatic spring? It's a hot spring in which unique alchemical processes are constantly taking place. These processes imbue the water with salts that accumulate in the spring with all the colours of the rainbow. These springs occur in nature, but as far as I know, no one has ever attempted to recreate one before. I'm also planning to make some improvements to my spring so that it offers health benefits in addition to looking wonderful. Oh, okay. So we can pick the forests. We can say a prismatic spring sounds wonderful. I think we lean slightly more towards nature. So forests and groves are more to my liking. I prefer to sacrifice the spring for the sake of Skerenthol's trees. 'Tis a wise decision. The court's power will make our trees truly wonderful. Cool, cool. Right, I think we will leave it there for now. As we've checked things up in the court. Oh, what's that? Cookie for a song for 7 days. Oh, is this because of what we... I guess every time we build a new thing here, we get extra bonuses on rest. And so because we built the food statue, I'm guessing that's what this is. It gives us a bonus against bite attacks. But yeah, cool. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow the series, I'll be posting stuff daily, so you can subscribe. And if you're feeling generous, leave a like or a comment. But cool. See you later. Bye.